Stoke City is safe, but everything else is still wide open in the Championship. Let's talk about it.
Hello and welcome to Let's Talk EFL. I'm James.
And I'm Millie.
And today we're going to be talking about the penultimate weekend of the Championship between the 26th and 27th of April. So as you know, the weekend started on Friday where Queen's Park Rangers beat Leeds United 4-0. We've already brushed over that, but that leaves second place wide open.
Yep, Leicester were promoted as a result of that, which leaves it now between Leeds and Ipswich.
Yeah, and I don't think Ipswich really capitalised on their game against Hull. The final score was 3-3. Hull were very, very strong.
And it was such an entertaining game.
I mean, there were some crackers of a goal from Hutchinson's goals for Ipswich. Absolutely fantastic. But it wasn't enough to take second place.
Yep, so Leeds still occupy the second place at the moment. They're level on points. And like I say, Ipswich have that game in hand.
Yeah, against Coventry.
Who are now, as a result of results over the weekend, are now out of the playoff race. So, can you see Coventry winning that game, or can you see Ipswich taking the 3 points there? Or a draw even?
Well, like we say, inconsistent Ipswich. They drew 3-3, as you know, against Hull. I mean, Hull were fighting for the playoffs as well, but going back to Coventry, I can see it as probably another draw. I think no one really wants it. I don't think no one wants second at the moment.
It's not about who wants it or not. It's who's got the bottle to actually grab it. Come on, we know that Leeds won it. We know that it's the last thing either of those teams after this season want is playoffs.
That's very true.
Get it done, get it sorted out, and then just sit back and enjoy the playoffs. So, in my opinion, I think obviously Ipswich are in the driving seat, and I think Ipswich will get the points that they need to get automatic, which will leave Leeds in the playoffs.
Yep, I mean, they need to capitalise on it on Tuesday night for definite, but I can't see, prove me wrong, Ipswich, but I can't actually see Ipswich winning that game.
Well, they will get another chance on the last day of the season where they will play Huddersfield at home. And obviously that's going to be a huge game for Huddersfield now. Yeah, so we're looking now at the relegation battle. Just want to say that the results on the weekend means that Stoke City are now safe.
Yep.
They got a win against Southampton away. So they have secured their safety, but it still leaves...
Well, Huddersfield, they're not down yet because Millwall beat Plymouth 1-0 at the Den. So mathematically they're not down, but they are all but down. If you
they would need to win their last game something like 11-0.
Something ridiculous
to stay up.
Get a chance of staying up and hope results go their way, but I can't see that happening.
So Birmingham will actually play Norwich at home, and Norwich are all but in the playoffs at this point. Again, it's going to need a huge swing for them to lose that spot. So do you think that Birmingham might get something from Norwich there? Because Birmingham are now in the relegation zone.
Well, they need to win. Definitely. Birmingham need to win. And I think they could probably get a result against Norwich. The Gary Rowett effect. He's done it. He's done it at Millwall. He's done it at other clubs where he can just grind a result out when needed. He did really well for Millwall.
Well, he was close to getting them playoffs last season, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. So I think he's a reliable manager that can probably do it. So I'm going to say that Birmingham will get a result against Norwich. I mean, remains to be seen. But stop laughing. At this moment in time, I can't see anything like any other result.
So who can Birmingham take that place off of then? So, or who can replace Birmingham in that third to last relegation spot? So we do have Plymouth, who are just above Birmingham. These last fixtures for the relegation battle sides are horrendous because Plymouth have Hull at home. Hull, as we said, are chasing playoffs, and they will need to get the win in order for them to get the playoffs. They would need other results to go their way.
Yeah, they need West Brom to lose.
I can't see them not winning that game. They're going to have to win the game, and they probably will win the game. So I fear for Plymouth a little bit. I did say a couple of videos back that I think, in my opinion, Plymouth will be the ones to go down.
Yeah.
but that remains to be seen.
It does. I mean, you never know, because you know what the Championship's like. Again, they lost 1-0 to Millwall, who were safe, not fighting for anything. They were on the beach. And now, you know, Plymouth are playing against the team that are fighting for something. I know they're fighting for something as well, but I feel like they could rally against Hull and possibly grind out a result. I don't think it will be the best result. I reckon minimum of a draw.
Well, you've got to remember as well that Hull will need to keep their bottle in order to. It's a big ask for them too, because it might feel like they are pissing in the wind. I want to say they're pissing in the wind, because they will probably have a hard fought 3 points there that they need to get for it all to just amount to nothing anyway. So,
but I mean, Hull have got Liam Rossini as their head coach, and he has done a fantastic job.
They really have been grinding those results out, Hull, and they've done their business nice and quietly. They've just been building and building. They've not really, from what I can remember of the season, they've not really had a real dip in form. They've had like the odd few games here and there, but they've not had like a run of bad results in the same way that almost everyone else in the Championship have. So I think that Hull probably are the most solid team in the top half of that table.
They've definitely been probably the most consistent side as far as I can see. As you said, they've been just been going about their business, and I think their dip in form was at the wrong time, like it always is. Everything's at the wrong time when that happens. So that's what's probably pushed them away from the playoffs. But they still got that one chance left. All they got to do is they've just got to beat Plymouth and hope that West Brom lose to Preston.
Oh yeah, I don't think they're going to take the spot off of Norwich, because it would, like I say, Hull would probably need to win something stupid like 10-15-0 because of Norwich's goal difference.
Yeah, I mean, Norwich are all but secured.
Yeah. So I think that final playoff place, if Hull's going to take that place, it will be West Brom. They take it from.
Yeah.
Which leads us actually to the West Brom game, because West Brom played Preston on Saturday, the last game of the season. I can't see anything other than a West Brom win there, personally.
Preston, I think, could be a bit of party poopers, really. They can be. I think they could ruin West Brom's chances. But then, again, West Brom lost 3-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. So anything can happen. I mean, and that leads us perfectly to Sheffield Wednesday in the relegation battle. They've just got to avoid defeat.
And they have probably the most favourable last fixture, because they have Sunderland away, and Sunderland do not have anything to play for this season. No. They could be on the beach.
They probably could be on the beach.
They could be on the beach. They might already be on that plane to Dubai mentally. So for Sheffield Wednesday, they're probably going to want that result more than Sunderland will. I know it's Sunderland's last game of the season at home, so that's probably going to be the only picker-upper for them, so that they'll want to please that crowd at the end of the season.
I mean, so I think out of Birmingham, Plymouth, Wednesday, Blackburn and Huddersfield, even though if we can really mention Huddersfield, sorry about that, guys, but I think Wednesday are probably the ones that want it more. You know, but then again, that leads us to Blackburn. Blackburn just need to avoid defeat.
But guess who they've got on the last game of the season?
It's a big one. They've got Leicester.
Leicester want to be champions of the Championship, and you can't blame them. But they're going to want to win that game. It's the last home game in the Championship for them.
Yeah.
I can't see it. I can see Blackburn scoring against Leicester, but just, you know,
a quick upset, first 10-15 minutes. Blackburn go 1-0 ahead.
And then someone like Ipswich will be top of the table for a little while, something like that.
Yeah, I think that might be what
happens.
I think that's what it's going to be. It's going to be one of those ones.
Yeah. So who are you going to say for your bottom three in the Championship?
Well, Rotherham, that's a dead cert. Huddersfield, and I'm going to go Blackburn.
Blackburn, a lot's going to need to go wrong for them. Do you think that's gonna happen? You think everyone's gonna win or get the points, get what they need to survive, and then Blackburn are just gonna drop in?
It's the Championship.
It is.
It's the Championship. Things like that are gonna happen. I reckon, Leeds will lose to Southampton. Or something like that.
Well, my bottom three is gonna be. I'm gonna stick with the three that I said originally. Unfortunately, so Rotherham, obviously, Huddersfield, that's almost impossible now for them to get out of that. And unfortunately, I'm going to say Plymouth, because I just think that Hull will get that result against Plymouth. And I think Birmingham will grind that result out against Norwich. So
Gary Rowett effect.
As much as I hate seeing teams come up and then go back down, but that's all that makes any logical sense in my head at the moment. I hope I'm wrong. I'd really love it if they could stay up, and I'd be really happy if they do.
I mean, it would be a massive shame if Blackburn do go down. I mean, it's a shame, as Millie's saying, like anyone going down, but I think if Blackburn go down, it'll be a massive shame, seeing as they were playoff contenders last season. That's a bit of a worry.
A really bad fall from grace.
Yeah, it's a real worry. Sheffield Wednesday, I think if they did go down, they'll probably be back up the next season or the season after, maybe like, you know, 1 or 2. Plymouth,
they've not been that bad.
Plymouth haven't been that bad, but I think Plymouth may struggle to go back up within a few seasons.
They'll struggle to retain the players.
If you do go down, please prove me wrong. But I think the team that kind of, I think needs a bit of a reset, Birmingham. I'm really sorry to say that to Birmingham fans, but
I think they got some key decisions wrong at the start of the season, and that's what's left them in the position that they're in.
Yeah.
Wayne Rooney for a start, like, I don't know, that just felt very PR-ish to me, but we can talk about that at the end of the season. Yeah.
Because I mean, that just wasn't. It didn't make sense. I don't know if it made sense to you guys, but it didn't make sense to us. Why you're going to get you? I think you were 6th in the league. I know it was early doors, but then you sacked your manager, and then you got Wayne Rooney in, and then it started to capitulate, and it's gone terribly wrong. And it's only by the grace of Gary Rowett. I know we've mentioned him a million times,
but also the grace of a couple of other clubs in the Championship that are struggling as well. That they're still alive, and they find themselves going into the last game of the season in the bottom 3. That is an awful situation to be in, especially it's Birmingham.
Yeah,
they've been a Championship club for a long time.
Yeah, Premier League club as well.
And Premier League.
They're a big Championship club.
Yeah.
You know, so it would be a shame again if they do.
It would be horrendous for them to go down because of PR going wrong. But
yeah, but I think again it just wouldn't. I don't know. I just don't think they would recover that quickly, even though they've got the backing of Tom Brady and co. I don't think it would be as simple as that, like they think it is. So, but yeah, that's my bottom 3: Huddersfield, obviously Rotherham, and Blackburn.
So that's that for this week for the Championship. Next week we will be here again for the final day. I cannot wait.
Buzzing for that.
Please like, please comment, and please subscribe to the channel if you can. We're brand new. We would really appreciate your help with that. Yep. So, yeah. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.